I had to go. Alright, guys, so I had to go help my aunt with her mower. Her carburetor needle and seat wore out. So, put a new carburetor on it. And it started hydro locking from the first time it hydro locked. And got it kind of running. It needs a new battery. And it's surging. Like it's got a 6L Power Stroke lope tune on it. So we're going to throw this Lucas in here. Make sure I ain't got no plugs missing. So the oil filter's hand tight. Now we just wait. I'm going to get it to where I could see if it's going to run. I don't know if it will or not. I think it will. But I don't even know if I doubt this is going to be enough to be enough. If that makes any sense. Now I still have to do all kinds of things to it. I rigged up a carburetor intake manifold because I couldn't get this original manifold off because these bolts are rounded out, and then my 3/8 socket is all shattered up and rounded off and busted and who knows what else. And then I took some self-tapping or tapping straps or whatever you call it, and some vacuum hose, and made my own intake manifold. And I got the carburetor coming up the side where it's not supposed to go for testing purposes. And then I'll figure out something else when I get it all set up. That tree over there by the pond's breaking. Let's do that. Just let it be. And I'll show you what I got rigged up. And it's probably going to disintegrate once I throw fuel in it. I don't have the carburetor hook or anything hooked up. No linkage or anything controlling wise or any fuel. I'm just going to squirt a little bit of fuel into this and then see if that's going to go. If this is enough to make it pop off once. I'm going to make it start once, and if it starts, I want to finish taking the engine off of this mower frame and then start figuring out what I want to do with this engine. I got an idea or two. So let's finish putting this Lucas into the crankcase. And I got to rig up an exhaust because when I had my mower, I took it off and cut it all up. Cut the muffler off of it, used the manifold for some stupid crap. This mower's like 10 years old. Maybe 11 or 12. That's what I thought. Yeah, and get oil all over the shroud. Or Lucas all over the shroud. My phone's in the sun. I guess there's nothing I can do about it. So, we'll send it. I'm just going to put this whole bottle in there. I can't get that plug out. because it is red Loctited in there from the last person that worked on it, or it might have been from the factory that they accidentally red Loctited it. So I have to take the oil filter off for me to be able to drain the oil out of it. Yes, this is a pressured system. It's got an oil pump in it and oil filter, and if it don't have an oil filter in it, then it's not pressurized lubrication system. If it's got an oil filter, it's got an oil pump somewhere inside the engine, and I know where it's at because I tore down my old Briggs mower I had. When the engine gave out on it, I tore it down and I found the oil pump, and it showed a little bit of wear. And so far I do not see an access port or test port in the pump housing itself, or the oil filter housing itself. So I can't hook up a pressure gauge to it to see how much pressure it's making. Yes, Lucas will it'll raise your oil pressure, or so they say. So I'm gonna let that set for a minute. I don't know how much I got in there. Not very much. Let it settle down in there a minute. I'm gonna check it once. Yeah, so far it's almost at the H, halfway to the H. Or whatever that letter is. Yeah, it's an H. For some reason. And it's got a long ways to go. It's almost to the H now. Just about. I ran this thing where the oil is at basically the tip of the dipstick. I ran it for that, like that, for I don't know how long. And it just kept going. Kept going. Didn't blow up, or of course I kept adding oil to it here and there. I would add a little bit, I would add it to the fill line and run it down a little while. Add it up to the fill line again. Something like that. Because I changed the oil in it a couple times. This is a big engine. It's not like one of them 670s. It's a 540, 19 horsepower. Not like a 20 horsepower or 25 horsepower 670. This stuff's nasty. This Lucas is nasty. There we go. We're getting good flow out of it now. That lid don't come off, and oh, there we go. Now I'm going to go in for a little bit, for a few minutes, sadly. But I'm starting to suffer a heat stroke again. So see you in the next video.